It's 3 a.m. again. Your eyes open in the dark. The house is silent. And there you are, wide awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering why this keeps happening night after night. Most people are told this is just part of getting older. But I want to be honest with you. That's not the whole truth. And once you understand what's really happening inside your body at 3 a.m., you may finally be able to sleep through the night again. Here's what almost no one explains. When you wake at the same time every night, your body isn't broken. It's actually sending you a signal, a very specific one. And in most cases, it's not random. It's tied to things like your blood sugar, a stress hormone called cortisol, and even the timing of your last meal. The good news? Many of these are things you can gently adjust, starting tonight. But you have to know which one is waking you, because the cause is different for different people. And I'll help you figure out yours. I'm Dr. Daniel Hart, and on this channel, I explain health in plain English. No fear, no confusion, just what actually works. If that's the kind of honest health information you've been looking for, take a second now to subscribe and tap the like button. It genuinely helps me keep making these for you. Now, stay with me, because the fifth reason I'm going to share is the one most people completely overlook, and it might be the exact reason you're awake right now. What 3 a.m. means. Let's start with what's really going on. Your sleep isn't one long, flat block. It moves in cycles, about every 90 minutes, drifting between deep sleep and light sleep. In the first half of the night, you get most of your deep restorative sleep. But by around 3 a.m., your body naturally shifts into lighter sleep, the kind where you wake more easily. When you were younger, you'd drift right back down without even noticing. But as we age, two things change. Your deep sleep gets shorter, and your body becomes more sensitive to small disturbances. So at 3 a.m., when you're already in light sleep, even a tiny internal trigger is now enough to fully wake you up. And that brings us to the first real trigger. Reason 1. Blood sugar. The first and most common reason is a nighttime drop in blood sugar. Here's how it works. While you sleep, your body still needs fuel. If your blood sugar drifts too low in the early morning hours, your body sees that as an emergency. So it releases hormones, like adrenaline, to push your sugar back up. And what does adrenaline do? It wakes you up. Heart beating a little faster, mind suddenly alert. Sound familiar? This is especially common if you ate dinner very early, skipped a balanced evening meal, or had something sugary before bed that spiked you high and then crashed you low a few hours later. Now, before you think the fix is to eat a big snack at midnight, it's not that simple. The type of food matters far more than the amount, and I'll show you exactly what to eat later in this video, but first, there's a second trigger working in the background, and this one is all about stress. Reason 2. Cortisol. Your body runs on a 24-hour internal clock, and part of that clock controls a hormone called cortisol, your natural wake-up and get-going hormone. Normally, cortisol is lowest around midnight, then slowly rises so you can wake up in the morning. But here's the problem. If you're under constant stress or carrying worry to bed, that cortisol curve can rise too early, sometimes right around 3 a.m. When that happens, your brain flips on. Suddenly, you're not just awake, you're thinking, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, making mental to-do lists at 3 in the morning. If that's you, if you wake up with your mind racing rather than your body, cortisol is very likely your trigger. And later, I'll share a simple evening habit that helps calm this down without any medication. Stay with me, because the next reason is one your doctor may have never connected to your sleep. Reason 3. Blood pressure. Here's something fascinating. In a healthy body, your blood pressure naturally dips at night. It's supposed to drop while you rest. But in some people, that nighttime dip doesn't happen the way it should. Instead, blood pressure can stay high or even rise in the early morning. And those early morning shifts can be enough to nudge you out of light sleep. This is more common if you have high blood pressure, if you snore heavily, or if you take blood pressure medication, because the timing of that medication can affect your night. And I want to be very clear here. Please do not change your medication or its timing on your own. This is exactly the kind of thing to bring up with your doctor. Sometimes a simple conversation about when you take your pill can make a real difference. Now, the next reason is a much more obvious one, but most people handle it completely wrong. Reason 4, the bathroom. Many people say, "Doctor, I only wake up because I need the bathroom." But here's the twist. In a lot of cases, the bathroom isn't the reason you woke up. It's just the thing you do once you're already awake. Your body stirred from light sleep first. Then you noticed your bladder. Either way, it interrupts your night. And the way most people handle it actually makes it worse. Drinking a large glass of water right before bed, or having tea or coffee in the evening, both of which keep your kidneys working overnight. The fix is gentler than you think, and I'll include it in tonight's checklist. But there are still 2 more triggers to cover, and this next one hides in things you might consider perfectly harmless. Reason 5, evening habits. This is the one most people overlook, and I promised you we'd get here. A glass of wine in the evening feels relaxing. And yes, alcohol can help you fall asleep faster. But here's what it does a few hours later. As your body breaks it down, it creates a rebound effect that pulls you out of deep sleep, very often right around 3 a.m. The same goes for eating a heavy meal too close to bedtime. While you're trying to rest, your body is busy digesting, your blood sugar is swinging, and your sleep stays shallow. So if you enjoy a drink or a late dinner, you don't have to give them up forever. But the timing is everything. Finishing both at least 3 hours before bed can completely change your night. And that leaves one final reason, the one I most don't want you to ignore. Reason 6, breathing. The last reason is about your breathing during sleep. Some people, without ever realizing it, have brief pauses in their breathing at night. The body senses the dip in oxygen and gives a little wake-up nudge to get you breathing normally again. You may not remember it, you just know you woke up. The clues show up in the daytime, waking unrefreshed, even after a full night, morning headaches, daytime drowsiness, or a partner who notices loud snoring or pauses. If that sounds familiar, this is absolutely worth mentioning to your doctor, because it's very manageable once it's identified. You don't have to just live with it. Now, let's get to what you came for. What can you actually do, starting tonight? What to do tonight? Here's your simple, gentle plan. None of this replaces your doctor's advice, but these are safe, sensible habits. 1. Steady your blood sugar. Instead of sugary snacks at night, have a small, balanced evening meal with some protein and healthy fat. Think a few nuts, a boiled egg, or plain yogurt, not cookies or sweets. 2. Calm the cortisol. In the last hour before bed, lower the lights, put the news and the phone away, and try slow breathing. In for 4 counts, out for 6. This signals safety to your nervous system. 3. Protect your sleep window. Finish alcohol and heavy meals at least 3 hours before bed, and keep evening fluids light. 4. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. A slightly cooler room supports deeper sleep. And 5. This is important. If you wake at 3 a.m., don't fight it. Don't check the clock, don't turn on bright lights. Just breathe slowly and let your body drift. Watching the clock spikes the very stress hormone keeping you awake. So remember, waking at 3 a.m. isn't just old age, it's a message. Maybe your blood sugar, maybe cortisol, maybe your evening habits, maybe your breathing. And the beautiful part is, you're not powerless. Small, gentle changes, the ones we just covered, can give you back something precious. A full, restful night, and the energy to truly enjoy your days. Everything I've shared today is for your education. It's not a replacement for your own doctor, who knows your situation best. Please don't change any medication on your own. Bring these ideas to your next appointment instead. If this helped explain something you've wondered about for years, do me a small favor. Hit like and subscribe so I can keep showing up for you each week. And tell me in the comments, what time do you usually wake up at night? I read them, and your answer might help someone else. This is Dr. Daniel Hart. Take care of yourself tonight. You deserve a good night's sleep.